What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Let's talk about the parents who wanted their kids in the streets. So there's Power raising Canaan, and there's a particular episode where 50 Cent's character is like a teenager, I want to say, and his mom basically gets him involved in the streets. She grooms him for the streets. She got him involved in the streets, and then she want to play like, I want you out the streets, but I need you here to be in the streets, right? And Kanan's character winds up killing somebody because he thought the dude was making a play on his mother's block, right? But his mom never told him that he gave that person the block, as a part of a peace treaty in a sense. So now the dude's dead, right? Or one of the dude's workers dead. So the mom's like, look, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't know. So now she's like, I should have sent you to your grandmama. I should have sent you here. And then Kanan's character was basically like, but you didn't know. See, now you want to send me to some, fine suburban school, but then you want me here, to be part of the enforcement arm of your drug operation. And I thought about it like, this is where things get a little different for certain people, right? You have a generation of people now who are volunteering to be crash dummies by putting themselves in the street activity. But then you had a generation when I was coming up who your family would get you involved in that stuff. That's what they would do. Kind of like, Snowfall, you have an uncle or an auntie who could be your mom, your dad, big brother, big sister, who literally, that's how they were making money. And they kind of recruited you into doing it because y'all family. But then at the same time, they want you halfway in and halfway out. So you could do better. You could, bro. You got me in this. What are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? And people forget that, because like the generation prior to that, say my grandparents, if you got caught up in the streets like that, they'll kick you out. They kick you out. They'll be like, listen, man, you ain't gonna you ain't gonna be in my house. So you got a generation who wanted to be involved in crime, who got kicked out by their parents. They became parents, and then they got their kids involved in crime, but then they want their kids to have a better life. It's like, come on, man. And we forget about that now. And now you see, those kids and those as adults, and some of those kids have kids, and now you're trying to make sure your kid, if you gave your kid a better life than you had, your kid kind of gravitates to it because you still have that on you. And they want to prove to themselves that they can be just as, I guess, tough as you were when you were a kid. And you're like, man, this is a whole different era. You have no idea the type of things that were going down then. You don't even understand how life was working. So, what I see now is people having what I call that, making revisionist history about how things were. Like everything was all cool and it was sweet and it was fun. It was not cool, it was not sweet, and it was not fun. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. And this is why, a lot of times you had kids dying or getting killed. The kind of the Yummy Sandiford thing. It's like, because you recruiting kids to commit crimes and jump off the porch and be grown, but you're not filling in the fact to them that, hey man, once you jump off this porch, I don't care how old you is, you ain't going back. You're not telling them that part really. So people forget how people's parents was involved in that. People forget how many kids was dealing drugs because of, you gotta help the family. You gotta, kick in. You gotta pay some of these bills. And to be perfectly honest, half of the time, the reason they said that is because their mom was lazy. That's why. Their mom, didn't want to work, and she didn't want to work that hard, so she made the kids feel guilty enough to go out and commit crime to keep the lights on. Some kids got a job like that. And then they would come home and their mom, predominantly mom, they would take their check, or take a bulk of their check. This for the lights, this for the gas, this for the food. And they'll be receiving child support, whether y'all know it or not, right? And this is where you get the mentality of now, oh, that's why child support goes to the rent and the gas and the car note. And that's where that comes from. That's where that comes from. And so this is where you hear the kids talking about, oh, I was a hustler and I had the hustler mentality. It was kind of things that some of these people were thrust into, because the people that were made fun of the most were the people who came from a good family and chose to do it. And it's like, why are you here? Like, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? You got everything you want at home, but you decided to be out here? You're an idiot. You soft, because you ain't even supposed to be out here. You still wear cartoon pajamas, but you want to be out here. Like, you out here. And those people would try to prove it and prove it and prove it until things really get real. And then they go, oh, my God. They get shot, they get killed, they get locked up. And then they turn around like, you know what, this ain't for me. Too late. But I said it because people forget that a lot of this stuff came from bad parents. And we're going to act like it doesn't exist. That's why you see it in these Ayan Levans that Fix My Life shows. Something was off with these parents. These parents, they look like good people now, but nobody asked what they were. But you can tell something was going on back then. Something was going on back then. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, but I'll try and catch you on the next one. Peace.